On today's Drinking with Johnny, I'm going to be trying out Teacher's Highland Cream Blended Scotch Whisky. It says it's high in peated malt. It says for unique character and full flavor. 40%. A really cheap brand. It's from Glasgow, Scotland, but it is produced by Beam Suntory, the U.S. headquartered subsidiary of Suntory Holdings of Osaka, Japan. So it's produced in Scotland, but it is produced by a Japanese company, which I did not know. The Teacher's Highland Cream was registered in 1884. The label on the bottle says 1830, reflecting an earlier date when the founding family entered the whiskey business before the brand name was created. Teacher's states that it uses fully smoked peat single malt whiskey from the Ardmore distillery as its fingerprint whiskey, along with about 30 other single malt whiskeys. Most of the output of the Ardmore distillery is used to produce the Teacher's brand. So it's from 1884 is when the brand was, I guess, named. But I guess technically they were making whiskey much longer than that. Actually like a whole 50 years before that. There's a brand history here. 1830, William Teacher. Okay, so it's actually named after somebody. In 1830, William Teacher took advantage of the new Excise Act and began selling whiskey. From 1832, he was selling it from his wife's grocery shop in Glasgow. By 1856, with help from his sons, he was granted a license for consumption and opened his own dram shop. I don't know what that is. He died in 1876, leaving his two sons, William Jr. and Adam, in charge of the company known as William Teacher and Sons Limited. They moved the business to St. Enoch Square, where it remained until 1991. The company opened its Ardmore distillery in 1898. The company opened its Ardmore distillery in 1898, ensuring a guaranteed supply of Scotch for its Teacher's Highland Cream blend. The brand entered the U.S. market at the end of the Prohibition in the United States. The first shipment of Teachers was sent on the Cunard steamer Scythia? I don't know. Teachers and Sons acquired the Glendronach distillery in 1960. I feel like I've heard that name. Don't know what it is. Probably a brand of whiskey. And built a modern blending and bottling plant in Glasgow in 1962. In 1976, Teachers and Sons was bought by Allied Breweries, which became part of Allied Lions in 1978, and then Allied Domic in 1994. The Glendronach distillery was shut down in 96 and was later sold off to Chivas Brothers. I've heard of them. I've heard of Chivas. So it's owned by brothers. Of course it is. a lot of these whiskey companies seem to be family owned. Pass it down to your kids. It was later sold off to Chivas Chivas Brothers after being reopened in 2002. In 2005, Allied Domac was taken over by Pernod Ricard. What are all these names? Beam Incorporated acquired Ardmore and the Teacher's brand, along with Lafroig. I know what that is. I've had it before, but I don't know how to pronounce it. I think I did a video of that. Distillery on, I still don't know how to pronounce that. Islay, spelled I-S-L-A-Y. I don't know how to pronounce that. Somebody tell me. In 2014, Beam was purchased by Suntory to form Beam Suntory. Really? Beam Suntory is that new? I wouldn't know. That is pre-Johnny in Japan. So, enough chit chat. Usually when I read these things, they're more interesting. But that wasn't very interesting for some reason, so I don't even know why I read that. I might just cut it out. Anyways, let's try out Teacher's Highland Cream for the first time. Okay. Teacher's Highland Cream. Let's see if it's really as high in peated malt as they claim it is. Let's see how creamy it is. Kanpai. Unique character and full flavor. Well, for a really cheap whiskey, I think this was like 800 yen maybe. This is really cheap. It was under $10. It was really fucking cheap. I don't know. I know there's like, I think there's other teacher brands, like those different bottles. I think this is like the cheap basic thing. Surprisingly, it's not hard to drink. When you get like the really cheap whiskeys, you just expect it to taste like garbage. It's not bad though. Probably one of the smoothest whiskeys I've drank. I don't know if it's the smoothest, but it's definitely top 5. Yeah. Well, I recommend it. I recommend it. I have no idea what the hell they mean by Highland cream. What is that supposed to mean? Don't know. I don't know. But if you're looking for a cheap ass whiskey that's really easy to drink, if you're not really much of a whiskey drinker, then this is a cheap whiskey that is very easy to drink for you. But yeah, other than that, I don't know jack shit. So thanks for checking this out. Go follow me on Twitch, Johnny in Japan. Check out my live streams. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Cheers.
He's Johnny in Japan. He's Johnny in Japan. He's the worst J vlogger in the world. Crappy food reviews, barely any views. He's the worst J vlogger in the world. Solo. Yeah, nailed it.